pregnant robots, everyone. I don't even know if I like having that much, honestly, this Heavenly here. I feel I just keep watching it because I'm like, well, this anime is strange. It is weird, guys. It is like... So this episode with the babies, right? Sort of, yeah, we have the babies. We got like the... I don't know, like, yeah, of course all the kids in the laboratory aren't actually humans. There's something else, right? They have like the pregnant robot and... I don't know, I'm keep watching the anime because I'm mostly confused, perplexed about it. I mean, it definitely is interesting, right? Yeah, it's interesting. The anime is interesting, that's one word for it. You're like, is that robot pregnant? Is she like a giant pregnant robot? And then of course the gender bender with the main character and, you know... Pick up some music here. All excited, listen to some old tunes. And probably some... Oh, yeah. Well, I guess this is a definite issue in like a dystopian future. Oh my god, it's playing some fighting games or something. It's like Final Fantasy though. Yeah, it's playing with an arcade stick. Yeah, but it looks like almost exactly like FF1 or Dragon Quest. Yeah, Dragon Quest, like the oldest. I don't know, it's kind of weird. They're usually not on You didn't have much role-playing game in the arcades though. Even in Japan, guys, there are not that many like Japanese role-playing games in the arcades though. It's pretty uncommon. But Monster Hunter is also more in that range, sure, but not like the turn-based ones. No, there were a few of them, but they're very uncommon. I get into this arcade thing now. But yeah, he's back playing Dragon Quest, basically. Oh no, he ruined his Dragon Quest game, man. He's like, I didn't have to save, man. Kick your ass, man. I would've kicked your ass, man. You could just ruin my freaking Dragon Quest save file! You ruined my save file! Yeah! This is like, it's like life and death now, man. You attacked me in the arcade, I couldn't save! Yeah, before I saved, man. Very relatable. I would have done the same thing. I actually have a story. In the opening, I'll tell you guys a story. It says on video one day, but I'll tell you a short story in the opening about a guy ruining my save file. I'll never forgive him this thing. His name is Hannes, and I will one day get my revenge on him, yeah. Yeah, so he's getting into this like tug fight at arcades. This is like the 80s now. This is like the 80s now. This is very like, you know, old Karate Kid, those kind of movies. Yeah, like early 80s. There were a lot of the arcades, right? So there's a lot of fights in the arcades in a lot of movies. Yeah, that was very common in like the 80s movies and early 90s. But especially 80s, yeah, like they had this like, oh, you destroyed my arcade game or my girlfriend or something. You know, Karate Kid stuff, yeah. I know, kids fighting them. But I wonder if he's one of the kids from the laboratory, right? So on, yeah, because he's clearly stronger than a normal human. And oh yeah, here she appears. Here comes the main girl, I guess. Yeah, here comes the main love interest of that guy. Yeah, here goes the gender bender main girl. He was like, come on, I was just about to beat the last boss. I was level 100. They ruined my save file. Yeah, shouldn't fight with people at all. Arcade hall, you know. But yeah, this scene really reminded me of like old school, like 80 martial art movies. Yeah, Lucy's the tooth there, as you saw earlier. Again, now it's kind of sexy now. Yeah, he obviously wants to smash him, you know. So it gets kind of weird. Yeah, she's like, oh, let me look at your mouth. You know, get away from me, woman. I will kiss you. Don't kiss me. Yeah, that was a nice scene because he's obviously at least. I mean, he obviously was trying to sleep with him, right? Until he knew it was a man. And he still wants to sleep with him, you know, because he's a man in a woman's body, right there. So for him, it's like, I still want to smash it, right? Weird scene. But I'll tell you shortly, I'll tell you in more detail one day. But basically, this is a true story, guys, okay? In the arcade hall. No, I stayed at my home, actually. So I was playing Secret of Mana, right? Might known as Seiken Densetsu 2. I can tell you the story methods of my life. And this moron, his name is Hannes, this is real, yeah, this dumb bastard, I will never forget, he jumps for some reason, so he wants to go out and play or something, right? So he come over to my house, right? I play Secret of Mana, right, on the Super Nintendo, right? And in the end of Secret of Mana, you had to like get these weapon upgrades. 1 to 8 you get by the store or whatever, but the 9th one, so you get like 8.9 weapon upgrades. You had to like get them by random enemies in the last dungeon, of course, by RNG, right? So I got one of them for the, what's it, like the Shuriken or the Unimusha, as well as it was, yeah. And I just had one, right? This guy comes in, right, in my living room, and I'm playing the game, and my mom lets me in, right? Obviously, my mom is involved in the thing, and he jumps. He's like, "Hey, let's go out, bro." And I'm just like, "No, it's me save. I'm just gonna finish it down in there, or go out down in the save because I got one of the. I'm grinding, you know what I mean?" This moron jumps, right? Because he's like a freaking kid, man. He was like 15, but he jumps, right? And that kind of vibration turned off Super Nintendo, so I couldn't save. So I never managed to get that like 8.9 ultimate weapon for that weapon type. I will never forget that. I will never forget that. He ruined my life. It was so hard to find. It was like 1% drop chance something. I will never forget that, man. He ruined my Secret of Mana save file. Never forget that. But no, is it his backstory then? I guess so. He's one of... I don't know, is he one of the kids in Neverton? Okay, everyone died off or something, probably. More and more. Yeah, probably. So I think my nose might have to sneeze, yeah. Itching. I feel the itch coming, man. Okay, and then he killed some guy. What? No, he found him dead? I don't know, that was like, they killed the boss. Okay. Yeah, no, he was older here. He doesn't have a really weird backstory. This is his whole backstory. He was just like, oh, you know, life is shit and people died. Yeah, okay. Really? But then that guy had a gun, though. That's true, he has that weird thing when he grabs their heart. No, he clearly isn't a normal human. He can smash his heart, right? And the other guy had that, the gun. I'm surprised if his tooth's gonna regrow, probably. Yeah. And the tooths can't regrow, but mouth can, though. I have that, yeah. My tooth, I have that healing factor, you know. I'm a living Wolverine. No, but seriously, right? I have that, my teeth, the actual teeth can't heal, but you know, the flesh around them can heal, right? I have the thing that my teeth can, like, reattach themselves, so, yeah. That my flesh can reattach itself in a weird way. Yeah, yeah. Like, I have, it's like 1 in, like, I don't know, 1 in 10 or something. That has that in their mouth, some kind of super healing. So I never have any in my grown-up life I never had any tooth issues. Like I never had any, you know, I just don't get any tooth decay or something. It happened to me because they can self heal all my twins one. My father's the same. Yeah, my dad is the same. He also never had any tooth issues his whole life. I also get sick, you know, but yeah. I don't get sick either, no. It's like 15 years ago I was sick once. I was sick once like 15 years ago, basically, right? Yeah, I don't get sick either, right? So I never been sick I never missed a work day or a school day in my whole life. So you should clone me, man, this anyway. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I was like, the teeth can't, you know, regrow, right? But like the flesh around it can regrow, so it's kind of a weird way. But not for everyone. I don't know. See, now it's all like, Daishibu, man, I heal. I'm like, Wolverine, yeah. And she's just like, yeah, I don't know, idiot. This feels very weird now, how he clearly wants to sleep with her, or him, right? It feels weird how she's just like, okay, boy, yeah, and touches him weirdly. Like, you know, like, okay, honey, yeah. He's just like, yeah, let's sleep together, right? Yeah, you can see him being like, let's fuck. It is weird how he keeps trying to sleep with her, right? Or something like that. I mean, we already know that he jumped her earlier, right? And that scene was weird too, as I said earlier, right? Not only because she's like, I'm a man, I used to have a penis, yeah. Not because I'm transgender or whatever. Not only was that surprising, but I mean, the whole thing was weird. Like how he basically assaulted her in a way, right? Yeah, you know. Let's be honest here. He kind of just grabbed her. I was like, oh, let's do it, you know. And then she was like, no, I'm a man. That's why they stopped her, right? Yeah, it was weird in itself. He feels very like frisky, right? But in defense, though, he's defense. This is a dystopian world, right? They're living in a weird dystopian world, so yeah. Zoro's back. Hit immediately. Of course. Yeah. Of course. It's only gonna be in the fat back. It's Zoro. My man Zoro! Later tonight, they have One Piece, or tomorrow, depending on your time for whatever. Might be more of Zoro there, right? Kingu. But, yeah, I mean, I said that first episode with this character. I don't remember this character name, but I know he's voiced by Nakai. He's voiced by my Zoro! Kazuo Nakai. Yeah, he's voiced by Zoro, of course. Zoro's VA. Sorry to say you. Like this is the most. I also think this is the most recognizable voice in every anime for me, right? Of course, Kazuo Naika, yeah. That is probably Suda-san, you know, yeah. Kenjiro Suda-san, yeah. Like he's a grace, you know. He's but he also plays the bad guy too. The thing is that with Suda, he always plays the bad guys, yeah, not always, but like 9 out of 10 anime, he plays the same character too. They're like, we need some evil Sephiroth guy, yeah. This guy, Suda, we can voice the evil guy, voice God or voice the guy, evil guy. Basically, right, yeah. Honestly, though, I do find it easier to recognize male voice actors than the female ones. Yeah, except, of course, the obvious one like Sora, you know, and so on. My favorite ones, you know. Yeah, of course, my favorite one, Mamoru Noto, and so on, of course. Like, my favorite saviors, I'm gonna recognize every time. But a lot of these, like, female saviors, I have a harder time sometimes, you know. Not of the A, you know, the most popular one, but, you know, like the B tier, or whatever we call it. But for men, I feel like I can almost pick out, like, anyone, A and B tier. I guess it goes like F or something in this list here. A, B, C tier. No, that might have it, honestly. I feel I'm just talking about that now. Yeah, this episode doesn't have much reaction. Yeah, he gets in the arcade fight, and now they're just hanging out.
Oi, Maru.
But this anime is so weird, it's probably some weird twist now. He's probably a woman now or something, or his tooth have regrown, turned into a bird or something. He's probably like, I'm a bird or something, I don't know, but this anime is so weird, like, I don't honestly don't think much have happened at first, but of course now something weird is happening, yeah. Now he's gone for some reason. Maybe he got kidnapped. You know, the main character would obviously have a lot of mental issues, being forced into being a woman. Yeah, turning into a woman and, you know, dead sister, probably not dead, but kind of dead sister and so on. Yeah, you kind of see her having his little breakdown here. Yeah, and now it's like, I'm pissed off at you. What are you doing here? Yeah. Dirty Max! You found some hentai? She's just like, yeah, come on. I also want to read it. I'm a man too, you know. Oh, she also want to read it, right? It's like, oh no, yeah. So you found a dirty for some hentai or something? The dirty magazine? It's like one of those classic. It's like, I also want to read the hentai, yeah. Man, this anime is weird, man. No, he was in the other room reading some porn or something. My god, this anime is weird. Oh yeah, but now it's like a panic attack. But it is what I said, you know. Obviously the main characters have a lot of mental issues with the whole, oh, I'm a woman now, and my sister like died to give me her body or something, and it's all weird, it's all very strange. Yeah, it's not fun being the main character, anime. I would also be a little bit like, well, how did I become a woman? Yeah. But this is weird now. I mean, he is hugging her. But honestly, I do find it weird because we know that he's trying to sleep with her several times. Yeah. It is a little strange because he's like hugging her and now he's touching his junk. Yeah. No, but this is what I mean. It is weird because he's like hugging her, right? Oh, you're sorry? Let me hug you. Also, do you want to sleep together? You know what I mean? Yeah. It is a little weird. He's like, yeah, don't stop touching my penis. Yeah, it's like, it is weird, man. It's very weird. But honestly, I will say this is by far the worst episode so far. I throw it out here immediately because nothing has happened yet, right? Okay, it might be some twist. I mean, this anime is great, right? If 5 minutes from now, he probably does something. So I'm just a little bit like that. But so far, nothing. Oh, yeah, eating a bird or something. But I mean, yeah, so far, basically, he got into an arcade fight, right? Classic, like 80s. Karate Kid kind of style, right? You know? Fighting some bullies at the arcade hall. Very, very classic, right? And after that, he found some hentai and she was angry at him because he was gone reading the hentai, you know what I mean? Like, it hasn't happened so much. I guess a little intro character spectre, though. How she's crying is a bit. Here we go, back to the weird children in the lavatory, though. But this is to me is more interesting, okay? I'm sorry, but I'm going to be honest. I'm honest to you, right? Yeah, this to me is much more interesting. Now we're at the laboratory. This to me is like, oh, I see the footprints. Oh, I see. He's like, oh shit. Someone clearly been here. Yeah, actually, yeah, footprint. Yeah. So he's like, why is there a footprint on the wall there for? It's obviously close to the vent. Yeah, it's obviously, you know, close to the air ducts, whatever you call it. Okay, but they also play music. I got the harmonica. Someone is dancing. These kids are weird. They're like, we go down to the bed. What are they teaching these kids for? He's like, I need to look at everyone's shoe prints. Yeah. He's like, who is the owner of these shoe prints? Don't they all have the same shoes though? Honestly, I don't think it would be very effective looking at. Okay, this guy is flipping rocks for some reason. Man, this is the weirdest kids ever. Some of them have some like a folk music. Yeah, they have some weird like, we got some old folk tunes. And then the other guy is like, I'm flipping rocks because that's fun. Why is this guy like, I'm flipping rocks, man? It's Sisypheus' task. And then some other person is dance flipping or something. Man, these are the weirdest kids ever, man. But well, they aren't actually kids, right? Maybe they're arguably all children, but they are monster children, right? Yeah, they're aliens or something, or some kind of hybrids or something, right? Zerglings, yeah, some kind of weird Carrigan monsters. Yeah, this old lady in the wheelchair is clearly the boss, right? She's the director or whatever. Yeah, she's clearly the main culprit behind these freak babies. Her and her pregnant robot, right? No, but she's clearly like the main initiator behind this, right? I would say so. Okay. Oh yeah, he died. Oh yeah, I was like, oh, first I was like, why is she crying for? Because yeah, she heard it in the. Yeah. I was like, it was weird. Okay, no, they told. I was like, oh. They told her at what's it called, the sound. Yeah. I guess they have some. I guess every room has. I was a little confused by it, but I guess every room has one of those speakers, right? Like kind of like in North Korea. Like seriously, yeah. Like every bedroom has their own, like, you know, government speakerphone. That sounds like there's like in North Korea, but seriously, this is some weird laboratory with some weird monster kids, right? So they're probably getting some weird, you know, messages from their leaders, right? But yeah, I mean, honestly, that is very, very, you know, communistic North Korea, right? Like you have, you know, the government can talk to you all the time. Oh, someone just died. Here's this news about this thing. That sounds a little bit like, how did she... Oh, someone hanged himself? Man, this anime is brutal, man. I guess some kid deleted himself. I think so. There's a very short flashback, but I guess the kid... I guess some older kid... yeah. He's another robot that looks like a pregnant woman too. What? Yeah, her breasts are like a screen for some reason, and then she had like a belly. Maybe she's like a tinier pregnant robot, because she also has a belly, so she might be giving birth, right, to one kid. I don't know why they have this, but why does she have a screen for? But that is so weird. I understand they might have like a robotic pregnant lady, that's fine. But why does she have like, why is her Oppa a TV screen for? That seems kind of necessary. Like, what's that thing? Maybe the screen is like, you can look at the baby. Maybe the screen, you know, so she's pregnant, right? You know, she's standing there. Maybe she's pregnant, and the screen, so you can like look at the X-ray or something, you know, or the ultra, whatever, right? Or the baby. Yeah, the different, I'll say information about the baby maybe on the screen. That actually would make sense. And I hope I'm right on that thing, because it actually would make sense from a scientific standpoint. Okay, so you have pregnant robots. Maybe you can somehow read about the baby. But okay, yeah, the old lady gets angry at him. We haven't really... Oh, she's puking? Maybe she did have sex though? Maybe she's pregnant? No, or maybe she has the same sickness. I don't know, but she had it same when she wanted to sleep with the guy at the... She clearly wanted to smash the guy, right? She clearly wanted to smash the guy at the park, right? Like, I don't know, did we know his name? Or whatever. But you know, last episode, she clearly got interested in having intercourse with the guy at the park, right? After she saw her friend getting orbed, which was a weird episode. And I was thinking she's probably puking because she is sick. I mean, from the plague thing. But maybe she's pregnant, right? And you know, maybe these monsters get pregnant very quickly, right? So she might be pregnant and then she's puking. Morning sickness. It probably would go faster for her to give birth, right? But okay. What's happening now then? Someone's outside the balcony? No, not the balcony, the railing, whatever it's called. You know, the entrance to the door. Okay. I'm angry for the arcade machine. It's my arcade, man. Yeah, you ruined my arcade. He looks like a exciting guy. Yeah, with his clothes like that. The brown mantle behind him. But I don't know, but the SIM is always very weird, right? We saw the destiny of the kid, and then we fall into this thing. But yeah, okay, he knows about a doctor. Okay, maybe he can have some hints for. Yeah, do you know this guy? Took my sister, brain, I guess. Okay, disappointing. Well, that's the main thing, right? Trying to find crazy doctor, clearly. Okay, what's in his bag then? Yeah, this is gonna happen. He's like, no, his bag. Yeah, he's like, it's my bag, guys. What's in the bag, man? What's in the bag? I expect a kind of weird twist now. What's in the bag? Like, how he's like, what's in the bag? Yeah, they keep looking at the bag again. He laughs at them. He's okay, what's in the bag, man? It's a head? What's in the bag? No, it's just like alcohol or something. Like literal shit. Like someone's feces. Yeah, so he has. What's in the bag? The bag is actually just feces. What's in the bag? He's like, yeah, people take shits on it. What's in the bag? That's the worst surprise ever. What's in the bag, man? The worst surprise ever, man. Can we just leave this guy? He's like, they're like, yeah, let's just leave. Pay him and leave. Yeah, like, take the money to leave us. It's okay, man. Yeah, that bag was great. Yeah. What's in the bag? What's in the bag? Oh, I kept saying, I kept thinking it's gonna be something stupid. Yeah, oh, it's like his shit in the bag. It's literal shit, man. It's shit in the bag? What? It's shit. It's actual shit in the bag. He's like, got this canister of feces or something. What? What? Oh god, it's literally, what's in the bag? What's in the bag? Yeah. Okay, the old lady is tired. I guess she's really old, right? She's obviously lived through the dystopian world or something. Okay. This is weird. This weird comedy. Like he's, yeah, like okay. Is the body gone or something? He died, right? But isn't that? Oh, it's like a new. Can that look similar to his feces? But that was like black. Man, it's so weird. Yeah, let's review it. It's so weird, man. But the interesting ending there that he didn't actually have anything interesting in his bag. It was just like shit something. Yeah. But this looks like a new baby born that is like black instead. They have this pregnant robot, right? So let's go into here. But instead they brushed it in black, like black or red. So I don't know what this will mean at all. But I guess it's like a new thing because the other things are white, you know. And this looks more like the monsters outside. So maybe this new baby born is like another, you know, hybrid. Maybe it's more monster than human or something. Yeah, this is blacks and white, right? Think about it, all the children are white. And I mean like, you know, racial white, right? Yeah, they're Caucasian or whatever it's called, right? Or pale or whatever. Yeah, or, yeah, every kid is white, right? And the baby monsters are white too, right? But they're really white too, yeah. The baby monsters aren't, you know, like I am white, you know. You know, white skin, you know. The baby monsters are white as my phone, right? Yeah, they're like this white, you know. Like they're white. Why like this brown side? Well, more have there's white around me. You get my point. White. Here's my pudding. Pudding Sean! You know. The babies are white like this, right? Yeah, they're white like this, right? They're white, right? Where was she standing on? Oh, yeah. I shouldn't have standing. Whatever. Whatever. I was like, what was that? You know, they're white, right? Yeah. This baby, I guess, is black, so that's different in that sense, right? But again, they're not as white, of course, when I hold on, teenagers, something like that. That being said, the kids are probably not that old, right? No, the kids are maybe like, what, an age between, I don't know, 13, 14 to 18, something like that. Because they're not all the same age, no, they're different ages. But my point is that those kids are probably much younger, you know what I mean? They probably age faster. And I think that when she was puking, she might be pregnant, right? She might be sick from this like plague thing. But I think also a pregnancy is probably what I expect, right, from the storyline, because there's a lot of like pregnancy robots on. So what if she did the guy in the park? We didn't see an actual scene, right? But she just got really horny, and it wasn't really confirmed if did it not. But she was clearly thinking about doing with him, right? And it wasn't really, again, confirmed if she actually slept with him or not. But if she did sleep with him, and then, again, they are not humans, they're some kind of weird hybrids, right? I think it's very likely she might be pregnant, right? With maybe the first and, like, second level of hybrid human, whatever they are, right? But yeah, this anime is weird, guys. I mean, I like it, but I also don't love it, honestly. It's just... I feel it's an anime, you keep watching it because you're like, well, this anime is very strange. Right? I just want to keep watching it because I want to see how it ends, you know? Like, you really want to figure out what's happening. Yeah, you want to know the truth, you know what I mean? Definitely, like most horror animes, or this is more a thriller mystery anime, but you know what I mean? Especially horror animes, right? But also, generally mystery animes. You kind of always want to see the ending because you're like, oh, interesting, who's the murderer? I want to feature it. For example, Another, right? Horror anime, not the best horror anime ever, but I think a lot of people have seen it. Another for me is like, you start watching it, it's pretty okay, and then you're like, who is the murderer? and I feel you kind of have that sunken cost fallacy when you start watching it for a bit, and I'm like, I need to finish the anime, I need to finish it, because I need to know who is the murderer, right? I need to know, this anime here is a very like sunken cost fallacy of, horror mystery anime, because you're like, who is the murderer? Another is example, because I hated Another, okay? Another for me, good example, I watched, the whole anime, right? And I was interested in the beginning, and I was like, okay, who is the murderer? Who's the murderer? And then, eventually, halfway through, I don't really care about the characters, but I have to go to the end to see who is the actual murderer, and then you figure out who is the murderer, and I hated it, right? That was so terrible. The reveal of the anime was terrible. I hated that anime, because I liked it up to the reveal, right? Because the reveal didn't make any sense. The reveal was the least likely person to be the murderer. It didn't make any sense, and I hated it because you as the viewer couldn't figure out who the murderer was. Terrible writing. But anyway, this anime here, same thing. I feel the psychical fallacy. I'm just like, this is very strange. It's a kind of weird black blob baby or something. I need to keep watching the anime, not because I think it's that good, but I just think it's not truth. I'm just being here like, what's the truth, man? What's the truth? I'm just like, but I feel like I was binge it rather than almost. I'm kind of almost ready to binge it. I guess my last point would be here that, yeah, sometimes, right, binging, I think, I used to watch Shiki last week, or this week, actually, I guess, earlier Monday, like Sunday, Monday, so on. I binged through Shiki, this vampire anime. Not a very good anime, not the worst either, but, kind of like a mid vampire horror anime. And that's kind of the same thing, too. When I started watching it, when I'm in like 4 or 5 episodes into it, I don't really love it, but I'm like, I need to finish it. I need to know the truth. I just keep watching it, even if I wasn't like super into it. I was like, oh, but who is the vampire? Why is the guy a werewolf for? Why can't that guy walk in the sun for? Yeah, why is that guy dead or not dead? Yeah, who's gonna survive it? It's another truth, right? Yeah, it's very easy to get hooked on the horror animes, the horror mystery animes. Yeah, you're like, I need to keep watching and to figure out who's happening here, right? Shiki also had a pretty meh ending. Better ending than Another, I guess. But it's weird in Shiki because it tries to like make you like the vampires. Which some vampires you do like, but it's kind of like most of them are like murderous sociopaths. So you don't really like them. They're not very likable. It's a very weird thing because the vampire queen, she's like likable and non-violent. But all the children are like sociopathic murderers. So you feel sorry for her, and it's a lot of focus on her being the victim. But you can't really take it seriously because, again, all her kids are crazy evil. So you're like, maybe if you raised your kids better, I would have cared about you. You know what I mean? So, yeah, she speaks all this like, oh, but I have to eat human to survive. It's unfair to hate me, whatever. But then, like, well, maybe teach your kids the same, it's like she's doing a lot of this, like, virtual signaling, basically, fake virtual signaling, which makes her dislikable. But anyway, guys, subscribe, hit the like button so you guys soon with Hell's Paradise, and also hopefully, I think I'm gonna do my Mario review. I just watched a Mario movie today, right? So if I have time, I should do the Mario review.